explosion of misinformation online. Now some liberal groups are joining forces to fight the false claims aimed directly at Hispanic communities. The program, Latino Anti-Disinformation Lab, launching this week. Maria Teresa Kumar, founding president of Voto Latino, leading the way, calling this a matter of literally life and death when disinformation is targeting a community to the point that they don't take care of themselves and don't get vaccinated. I'm sure you guessed by now that that is not her on the screen. That is NBC News senior political analyst Johnathan Allen. But he wrote that story, so that's why he is with us. John, Maria Teresa Kumar, who's also an MSNBC contributor, launched this campaign after learning her own mother was going to skip out on the COVID vaccine because of a meme she saw. Tell us more about her story. It's just incredible.
Yeah, I'm neither Harvard Medical's Dr. Ali Raja, nor am I Maria Teresa Kumar, but I do bring this story to you from Maria Teresa. Her mother, who runs an elder care facility in Northern California, had an opportunity to get the vaccine and was going to forego it. And Maria Teresa inquired why, and it turned out her mother had been getting peer-to-peer meme sharing that said that in Spanish language that said the technology was the term that was used. The technology for the vaccines was unsafe for human beings. And Maria Teresa looked at the stuff and talked to her mother, and eventually her mother got the shot. But it sort of mixed in her mind in terms of something she was already looking at, which was how to combat disinformation in an election season.
Yeah, I mean, John, you raised that, right? For people listening to this thinking, I've heard this somewhere before. This is really similar to what we were seeing during the election. Could you just tell us more about who's behind this, why they're targeting Latinos in particular, sort of what the connections are here?
Well, it's really hard to trace sometimes what Maria Teresa and the folks at Media Matters. So Maria Teresa runs Voto Latino. They're hooking up with Media Matters to try to put together this $22 million project to combat disinformation. What they say is, even though it can be hard to track sometimes, what they're seeing is that these memes are coming from right-wing activists, and their idea is to be able to track them better. Media Matters watches lots of hours of television so that others don't, and tracks radio and advertising. And so they're going to join forces, and they're also bringing in Tom Perez, the former DNC chairman, to try to get up and running first on COVID-19, to try to push back on messages that might prevent Latinos or influence Latinos to not get vaccines, and then ultimately morph that into something that is for the midterm elections to try to combat what they say is a lot of disinformation out there, and specifically at Latinos through Spanish language advertising and media, and even group chats on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, John, $22 million, no small chunk of change, a pretty decent place to start. I mean, for viewers of ours who are thinking, my gosh, like we just got through the 2020 election, I can't even think about the midterms right now. I mean, this is when you have to start thinking about the midterms, right? It's not that far off.
Absolutely. The political class is not just thinking about the midterms, but 2024. We're starting to see potential Republican candidates for president gearing up, in different ways. And so the midterms are just around the corner in this permanent political vortex that we find ourselves in. And I think that's why you're seeing Voto Latino and Media Matters get going on this now.
Yeah, a vortex is a great way to describe it. We just seem trapped in it. We can't escape. We may show his face when we're mentioning other people's names, but there is no mistaking the one and only John Allen. Sir, always wonderful to see you.
Always good to be with you, Allison.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.